guys, Dev Horn here again. I'm the CEO of Ether Mining Company, and have another topic for you today. And that topic is what's going on with these new third generation blockchains. Basically, I am very optimistic about the third generation blockchain. So if we kind of step back for a moment, we see Bitcoin as generation 1, simple ledger, simple kind of store of value model. We saw Ethereum as blockchain level 2. It added programmability into the blockchain so it could be used for different things like creating ERC20 tokens or other types of smart contracts. Bitcoin can't do that, Ethereum can. But Ethereum's had a number of issues with scalability, just basically trying to move from proof of work to proof of stake, which is a big job for those guys. Ethereum, I think, will become kind of a third generation blockchain, but in the third gen, what we see is blockchains like EOS and Cardano as the ones that are most likely to solve some of the first and second generation problems, meaning scalability and security, and basically becoming a fully programmable, fully interoperable, fully scalable platform for financial services. That really hasn't been delivered by Bitcoin or by Ethereum. It could be delivered by EOS and Cardano. I am a little concerned at this point. I think many of these projects, they're kind of missing their dates, right? If you look at Ethereum, we thought Ethereum was headed to proof of stake last fall, and here we are almost a year later, and we still don't have the first step towards proof of stake in Ethereum. So Ethereum, I think they're getting there, and they're going to implement sharding and proof of stake to kind of deal with scalability and the other issues around that migration from proof of work to proof of stake, which they believe will be ultimately superior. But the advantage that the third gen guys have, Cardano and EOS, is they started at proof of stake. They started with methodologies that would improve scalability, and so they didn't have the baggage of Bitcoin or Ethereum. They went straight to a more scalable solution. The problem I see today is not only has Ethereum kind of missed its planned dates for moving their technology along, but what we saw with EOS was kind of a real cluster of an implementation of that thing. I wasn't even sure what it was at the beginning. There's multiple EOS entities or blockchains, and somehow it's supposed to, through evolution, kind of come together. And maybe that's happening, maybe it's not. I'm a little skeptical of EOS at the moment. It's lost a tremendous amount of its value, just like other cryptocurrencies. But the blockchain project itself just seemed, they tried to implement it in a way that was kind of, we'll just let the community do it. Well, sometimes maybe there should be somebody leading the community, because that was kind of a cluster. My concern with Cardano is it's just a little, I think their mainnet should have been here by now. It's not, and so I'd really like to see them deliver on their promises, because I think Cardano is the most robust blockchain solution that I've seen as far as the technology. I do think one concern I have with Cardano is their use of Haskell and other forms of functional programming languages is clever. It's innovative, but I've found in the computer science community not a lot of people coding in Haskell. So I do think that could be a challenge for Cardano, even though it's going to be the most robust blockchain in my evaluation, and have the most robust programming language and capability. It may be one that not a lot of people are comfortable with or know, and it kind of reminds me of Ethereum, and the issues that they've had, and getting people to adopt their programming methods. So that's kind of where I think we are. I think things are still moving. I think we are moving still towards this third generation of blockchains. I think EOS and Cardano still have the opportunity to emerge as, the big generation 3 players, but I also think Ethereum is moving that direction. And today, if I had to build a blockchain application, honestly, it would be built on Ethereum, because you need to build on something that has worked for a while. And the problem with these new third generation blockchains, they're just now being introduced. They haven't worked for a while. We don't know, really kind of how things play out. And in financial services, you want to build your systems on very robust, highly secure infrastructure. And that's really not the description of a brand new blockchain project. So I think these are all exciting things, and we're very eager to build applications on these networks. But I do think there's been some need for hesitation a little bit to see kind of who's going to win this battle for the third generation of blockchain technology. I hope that was helpful, just some insights on where we're headed with blockchains. We're excited about it. We have our new business PropBlocks at propblocks.com, where we are building blockchain applications for this new world. But we're kind of waiting for the platforms to become more solidified, so that we can really launch some really cool services for you guys. That's it for me today. Deb Horn here, CEO of Ether Mining Company and PropBlocks. I look forward to speaking with you again. Have a great day.